Listo, dale Camila.
Okay. What's your name?
Gabriel.
What's your role at Zuuk?
I'm the Director of Operations.
How long have you been working with Zuuk?
For about 6 months now.
What problem do you solve for customers?
Anything to do with quality, service, menu mix.
What are problems or challenges you face on a daily basis?
With Zuuk, I would say sometimes speed of service on the deliveries.
Okay. Do you know the meaning of the word Zuuk?
No, I don't.
Do you know the story behind Zuuk as a brand?
Somewhat, I believe.
Can you explain this a little
Yeah,
bit?
so Samuel and Roger wanted to expand the company with another concept. Samuel's background is Mediterranean, so from his heritage, from his grandmother, and knows a lot about the food. Chef Daniel, who was friends with Samuel, they both came together to build the concept, and that's how Zuuk came about.
What makes Zuuk unique?
I think it's the culture that was set there. In this industry nowadays, you don't find that happy, motivated and wanting to take care of you and your every needs and build it however you want. So I would say it's the service and the attention to details to the customer.
Do you have the right tools to bring brand consistency on every aspect of the restaurant?
I think we can do a better job, so not completely.
What do you think is missing?
I think identity, separating ourselves from the regular Mediterranean places that have popped up, making ourselves look different. Our food is great, but I don't think we brand it. I don't think we present it that way. And what's different between what the competitors offering?
Who would you say are the three main competitors?
I would say Clove. Clove is one of them, right down the street. They have more options you can pick from. It's quicker. It's a quicker pace. You walk in there and you're through that line in 3 minutes. Even when it's busy. So they definitely have more staff on as well.
And two other competitors?
What was that?
Two other competitors?
I don't think there's a lot of them in Miami. I mean, Cloves is one I know of. There's also Zoe's Kitchen. But they market in in more of a global way than we are. They're also bigger than we are. Their marketing team is phenomenal. Their catering menus are phenomenal. But I don't think we're in the same playing field as them yet, as we're still fairly new.
Well, I guess you could say more in regards to Clove. What are they doing to capture more clients?
I think it's more priorities. If you go to Zuuk, yes, you can build the bowl whichever way you want, but it's the same ingredients. For the year that Zuuk's been around, and even the 6 months that I've been in the with the concept, we haven't really spent a lot of time in innovation as far as the menu goes. It's the same chicken, same veggies, same rice, same ingredients, and same options. I think Clove does a better job as far as more menu mix, more options, which that's what people want nowadays.
Do you have budget for marketing?
We do now. We didn't before, but that would be more of a question for Mauricio.
What would you like to do to bring more clients through the door?
I think we can improve our reward program, and then also maybe develop a loyalty program. There's a difference between the two. Getting the consumer more engaged in what we do and what they would want, just hearing them out versus what we think would work for them. Understanding what they want and what they're looking for in Zuuk. I also think we can learn a lot from the operational side on what we're doing wrong by listening to the consumer.
What marketing tools would you like to have to promote Zuuk?
I would say more advertising, from whichever way we feel would be more impactful. I mean, we do very little. There's none. And I think we can do more. There's radio, there's TV, there's social media. Zuuk's always been on the back burner as far as putting it out front for the consumer. It's more word of mouth around the Brickell area versus anything we've done. So I would like to see more engagement with the consumer and in the sense of social media, reward programs and stuff like that.
Can you describe the typical Zuuk customer?
Well, based on the area that we're in, it's mostly your professionals, right? And they believe we have a healthy option, which we do, and our food is packed with a lot of flavor. So for me, I would say, and I interact a lot with the guests being out on the field, it's your, I gotta go, I got 20 minutes for lunch, I want a healthy option, and I want both flavors. So that's, for me, that's our clientele. It's the grab and go and back to the office, so the business class.
What is the most common question you get asked by customers?
When are you bringing new items?
That's good. Do you see customers confused about the menu or the ingredients?
I think the first impression is confusing, right? As you walk in first time to a restaurant, and I think it has a lot to do with the layout of the restaurant. Like the menu boards are above you, so if you're standing on the serve line, you have to kind of step back, look up at the menu, and then decide. And from there, if you're not familiar with the concept, then the questions start flowing in. So it's definitely a design issue. There's a lot of things that we could have done that we'll probably do during Dayland's opening to make it easier for the customer to walk in and smooth through. I think once you've done it once or twice, you kind of get the rhythm of it. You're familiar with the dips, you're familiar with the bases, the proteins, and your toppings. So now you're no longer looking at the menu. You walk in, you know whether you want a bowl or a wrap or a salad, and then you build it your way.
Do you think customers are confused by the names of the ingredients and the sauces and stuff that they usually ask?
Yeah, but it's lack of knowledge. I think from the operation side, we can do a better job at educating the guests. Right? It's all about educating the consumer, and I don't think we do a really good job at that. We kind of just let them walk in there and stand there confused. We've improved on that, and it's something that's been a huge focus for both brands. Is how do we educate the consumer? What we have, what is it? What ingredients, what flavor you're going to get out of that.
Perfect. What 3 words would you want a customer to use to describe Zuuk?
Fast, convenience, and flavorful.
What makes people come back to Zuuk?
The flavors.
And where do you see Zuuk in 5 years from now?
Huge in the Florida market. There's not a lot of great Mediterranean places here. A lot of them are, especially on a scale level, right? There's a lot of mom and pop places, but it's like 1 or 2 locations. I see it in every mall. I see it in every shopping center. I see it as delivering not only great service and a great experience, but great food.
How do you see yourself in
Where do you see yourself in 5 years with Zuuk?
With Zuuk? Wow, never thought of that. We're a startup company, so it's kind of hard. If this was a huge corporation, I can tell you, hey, here's my next level up, right? But since we're a startup company, we're a small team. More engaged in the food, I guess. If it came from the operational side, learning more. My background's not very strong on Mediterranean food, right? Samuel has great knowledge, of course, as part of his heritage. So I would say more knowledge of the food and understanding what each ingredient does, so that I can help translate that into the operations. And then as we continue to grow, everyone we hire and train will have that same passion and same knowledge.
Nice. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.